About what Cedar Point has recently announced. They've recently announced their steel RMC hybrid. Sorry, I just got this new laptop and it's touchscreen. I keep accidentally touching it and it scrolls everywhere. So basically, they announced Steel Vengeance, their 2018 RMC hybrid. I was hoping it'd be called Railblazer, but that name went to California's Great America. Um, this ride, it looks it. There's no words for it. Like, if you've been on any RMC and just any RMC, it doesn't matter which one. It could be even like the Joker or Goliath, the weaker ones. Do you know that they are just insane when it comes to airtime and hang time? And this basically multiplies all those by like 1,000. This thing is just ridiculous. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking all the entire ride down, the stats. And I'm just going to be raving about how insane this looks like. There are no words for this ride. So basically, let's get right into this. So first, I'm going to be showing you the trailer. If the theme is really weird. Apparently, it's about like this evil team trying to take over some guy named Maverick. I'm gonna skip through it because it's just really confusing if you ask me. So yeah, but let's get to the actual part where there's actually a ride. Um so basically, okay, this doesn't even make any sense. So here we are. It's the tallest hybrid, the fastest hybrid, and yeah, it probably also is the wildest hybrid coaster, to be honest. All the hybrid coasters are insane. I've only been on two, and my favorite of those two is Wicked Cyclone. And if you've ridden a ride like Wicked Cyclone, you know that it is insane, basically. So, like, this puts Wicked Cyclone, even Wicked Cyclone, to shame. And Wicked Cyclone, my number three. I'm literally wearing a T-shirt for it right now. I'm sorry, Wicked Cyclone, but you've recently been outdone. This roller coaster is just insane. So I'm gonna go and show you the POV now, courtesy of Cedar Point, obviously, and I'm gonna be talking about the stats now. So basically, it stands at about 205 feet, and it drops at a 90-degree angle. So basically, you're falling like a hypercoaster, and at 90 degrees. That is insane. It's sure to be one of the best drops ever. If it's, I mean, the best drop I've experienced currently is El Toro. And I mean, I don't know if this will beat it because El Toro has all those speed going into it, but this is sure to be an insane drop. Like, probably the best drop at Cedar Point, to be honest. Actually, I don't know if it'll beat Millennium Force. It'll be close. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. So basically, you get to the top of the 205-foot hill, and you drop 90 degrees, and at the bottom of that hill, you hit a speed of 74 miles an hour, which is pretty normal for a ride this size. It's pretty fast. It's really fast, to be honest. You go over this airtime hill, and then you go over another airtime hill. Except it's. Let's talk about this. If you've been on like Wicked Cyclone, it has a couple of the outside airtime hills. This is not really one of those. This is more kind of like just an overbank kind of. Think of that element on Lightning Rod after the wave turn, kind of. It's kind of like a mix of that and Wicked Cyclone. And that's basically it. Okay, I'm lagging a little bit. Sorry about that. So you go into an airtime hill, and then you go into the first immersion. It's a zero G roll, but it like goes up in the process. It doesn't go down at all. It's really interesting. So this is kind of, and then it does a stall. Okay, if you've been on Wicked Cyclone, it has a stall very similar to that. Um, Basically, it's not like your normal stall like Goliath or Twisted Colossus where you just go upside down and you hang there forever. It's I haven't experienced either of those stalls, so don't trust me on this, but Wicked Cyclone stall, it's I heard it's a lot more aggressive. Like when I went on it, it was super aggressive, but you didn't hang there for that long. But it was more aggressive and more intense. I don't know if it's better or not. It's just different. I personally don't mind it. And I also love how it doesn't even go up at all at the beginning. It just goes like down after, which looks awesome. Gets some pacing. But then that pacing is stopped into the mid course breaks. I mean, which is fine. I mean, what were we all expecting? Okay. So you dive down, you already have a bunch of speed back up. You're probably in the 50s right now, to be honest. You do a double up, and then you head that way. Um, okay, I gotta talk about the stats some more. So, other than that, it has about, I believe, 5,700 feet of track, somewhere around that number. I don't have the exact number memorized, but that is long. That is longer than most hypercoasters. It is insane. It's a very long ride. And it goes through it kind of quickly just because it's keeping the pacing really well. It is insane. And then basically you go into that tunnel and it's over. Other than that, you this is the most impressive stat by far. It has 27 about 27 seconds of airtime. 27.2, but that point 2 is such a big difference. That's more airtime than any ride in the world. That beats out the Voyage, and the Voyage is an insanely long ride. Like if you've been on the Voyage, I have not, but the airtime is there's so much of it. It's such a long ride. This ride is kind of gonna have something like that, where it's just airtime hill after airtime hill, and then inversion, and then airtime, and then airtime, and then inversion, and then airtime. It's just gonna be insane. Other than that, you have four inversions. You got 3 0G rolls in that kind of 0G stall looking thing. This is the bird's eye view I'm showing you right now. One thing in courtesy of Cedar Point. All of these are from Cedar Point, by the way. So these are not my videos, or I did not help create these. These are all Cedar Point. So basically, you're gonna be. This is gonna be easily in my top 3 if I go on it next year. Like this will be insane. Like that's the stall I was talking about. I mean, the only bad thing about this ride is that there's a mid course break. That's really the only thing bad about it. And then after that, the pacing is just insane. It uses just like everything to its advantage. It uses Mean Streak's old layout to its advantage, and they just knocked it out of the park on this one. I am proud of Cedar Point right now. This looks to be probably the best RMC in the world. Will it be the best ride in America? I don't know. I have not ridden all the rides in America. I mean, my current favorite ride in America and in the world that I've ridden is El Toro, and it'll be tough to beat El Toro, but this might be able to do it. This thing just looks insane. There it is, Steel Vengeance. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video now. Basically, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you get to go on this at some time. And I want to say thanks for watching and subscribe for more.